That's right, mashed potatoes, baby. Hey, it's Scott Hill with this week's update for real estate and lending. Hey, all right, it's been a week now since Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone enjoyed it with family and good friends. And of course, food. I gotta tell you though, when it comes to Thanksgiving and all the options on the table to eat, I am not much of the varietal kind, and I don't feel like I have to try everything just because someone spent hours on that cranberry whatchamacallit or that new experimental stuffing recipe. Now, my family laughs at me every year. I don't care. I get in that cattle call line like everyone else. I grab the biggest honking plate I can find. And you know what I do? I make an imaginary line right down the middle of that plate. One half is the turkey. White meat only. None of that dark stuff. Way too much going on there. On the other half is the goods. I load that sucker up with mashed potatoes, baby. And I take that ladle and I make a big mashed potato mosh pit right in the middle for that gravy to dance all around in. Good stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Then I wolf it on down, and you know what I did? You know what I did? Back in line for round numero dos in all its splendor. So those of you out there who feel alone and get shunned like me for non-mainstream Thanksgiving etiquette requiring you to sample everything, including that dreaded mystery dish brought by the cousin whose name you don't even remember, and on top of that, drop by unannounced?
Just can't believe you're actually standing here in my living room, Eddie. Never thought the day would come.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Yeah.
Well, now you know you're not alone. Guys like us, we need to stick together. All right, on to some real news here. Effective immediately, FHA, the largest insurer of mortgages in the world, insuring over 34 million properties since its inception way back in 1934, is now insuring loans up to 729,750 in high-cost counties across the country, including California. Now, this is awesome news. But doesn't it seem like Congress, with all these constant guideline changes in regards to the sputtering housing market, has had more indecision on what to do to help this housing market than Brett Favre has had whether to retire or not? I say come on back, Brett. You were so good for the game.
Hands on the ground, hands on the ground, hands on the ground, hands to the side, and going down.
Like a fool with your pants on the ground, with the gold in your mouth, hat turned sideways, pan hit the ground, call yourself a cool cat looking.
So this is crazy. I mean, not 2 months ago, we were at $729,750, and they dropped it back to $625,500 on October 1st. And now we're going back to $729,750? Yep. Hey, I'm not complaining, but FHA definitely now is probably going to be the key source of financing for many homeowners going forward. Now, why is this? Well, outside of the fact that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are keeping their loan limits at $625,500, here are just a few other important reasons. Number one, FHA still allows only a 3.5% down payment. Yep, you can borrow almost $250,000 with only 3.5% down. Unbelievable. Number two, FHA has more relaxed credit guidelines and allows credit scores as low as about 620, with a couple of lenders even going as low as 580, but trust me, restrictions apply on those ones though. Number three, you can get a gift from a family member for the down payment and closing costs. That's awesome. Number four, there's no reserves required. You don't have to have a bunch of money in the bank to qualify. And number five, last but not limited to, you can have a non-occupant co-borrower co-sign for you. That's right. They don't need to live with you, but you must demonstrate a close family or family-type relationship. Now, there was a lot of legislative back and forth going on up at Capitol Hill as to whether or not this was the right thing to do, but I think in the end, when you consider you can borrow that much money with such little down at extraordinary rates, and you might not fit into that tighter Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac box, it's a good thing. If you have any questions regarding FHA loans for yourself or someone you know, give me a call, shoot me an email. We've proudly been providing solutions for homeowners with FHA loans since 1997. They're one of my absolute favorite loan programs, and they help so many homeowners achieve home ownership. Listen, do me a favor. If you're watching for the first time or have not subscribed, please do so for free in the upper right corner right here. I promise, it's absolutely painless, except of course for those darn captures. You know, those squiggly numbers and lines you got to enter in 3 to 4 times just to get into work. Also, please don't keep me a secret and forward this video on to your friends and family. Feel free to send me your comments down below. Tell me how creative you get with your mashed potatoes. Again, this is Scott Hill with American Pacific Mortgage, and I'll see you next time around the bay.